Hey everyone, and welcome to Tapping Tuesday. Tapping Tuesday is where I come on here every Tuesday and do EFT tapping. So, for those of you who are new and aren't familiar with EFT tapping, EFT, or emotional freedom technique, uses the meridians of the body to send a calming signal to help you get out of the fight or flight response in the brain. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on tapping on the negative, and then we're going to move to a more neutral and then to a positive. So I'm going to explain a little bit more. I'm going to wait for a few people to pop in, and I'm going to share this on my page. So welcome. If you are here, you can say hello. So all I see is little numbers of people that are in here. I don't know who's in here. All right. Okay. So welcome everyone. Thank you for coming to Tapping Tuesday. So today's topic, we're going to be focusing on resentment. And for those of you who are new to my page, welcome. I am Laura. I'm a life coach. I help people learn to stand up for themselves. I help them learn to set healthy boundaries, say no to others, and say yes to themselves. So what I do is I help a lot of people with different codependent issues. And one of the modalities that I use is EFT tapping. So EFT, or emotional freedom technique, uses the meridians of the body to send a calming signal to the brain to help you to get out of the fight or flight response. So what we're going to be focusing on today is we always focus on an MPI, or a most pressing issue. And today's most pressing issue is resentment. So this is a big one. I think that a lot of us can really relate to the feelings of resentment. Maybe at some point in your life you felt betrayed, or you felt really hurt, or like somebody did something wrong, and you really harbored a lot of resentment and a lot of anger and a lot of frustration towards either that person, a group of people, whatever the situation was. Maybe you felt like that. And really what we're going to focus on today is letting go of some of that resentment. I like to use the phrase, I know that other people have said this before, but resentment is kind of like having resentment about another person, or anger, and holding on to that anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. I know that's really dramatic, but I feel like in a way, when we're resenting somebody else, it's actually hurting us more than it's hurting the other person. So when we can kind of let go of some of that, we can really change the chemistry of our brain, and we can really start to feel better in our lives. We can start to manifest things, more happiness, more abundance, and just really start feeling better in our lives. So really, resentment isn't really helpful. I feel like resentment, we always think that we have to hold on to something. We have to hold on to the grudge, or we have to hold on because we don't want something to happen again. But at the same time, we can just let that go. We don't have to hold on to anything. We can really learn and choose to let something go, not because what they did was right, not because of anything other than you wanting to be free and to feel better. So that's primarily what we're going to focus on with the tapping today. So to those of you who are new to tapping, welcome. There are a lot of explanations, different videos on the tappingsolution.com. I can post the link after I finish the video. And you can check that website out, and you can find more information about EFT tapping. But I'm just going to give you a brief rundown. We're going to go over the tapping points, and all you have to do is really follow along with me. Just follow along with the tapping points and repeat after me, after what I'm saying. And what it does is it really helps you to lower these feelings in you. So we tap on an MPI, and then we rate that MPI on a scale from 1 to 10. So 1 being you're not really feeling much resentment, and then 10 being you're feeling really resentful. You're feeling a lot of resentment. So when we rate that in the beginning, and then we rate it at the end, so we can see where our progress is. Okay, so I think I explained everything I want about EFT tapping. So I'm just going to get into the tapping points now. So we're going to start out with the karate chop point, and it's this point right here. And really, it doesn't matter how you do this. If you do 2 fingers, if you do all your fingers, that's okay. It doesn't really matter. It's just if you're hitting these points right here. So this is the first point. We do 3 setup statements, and you just repeat after me, after what I'm saying for this one. And then the top of the head, the eyebrow point, the sides of the eye, underneath the eye, underneath the nose, the chin point, the collarbone point, which is kind of this point, you can kind of feel your collarbone right here, and then underneath the arms, which you can do one hand, and you can just tap under here. It's about right here on each side. So those are the tapping points. So what we're going to be doing is, at first, we're going to do a little exercise. We're going to close our eyes, and we're going to focus on our MPI, and then figure out kind of how we're feeling as far as a scale from 1 to 10 on resentment. And then afterward, we're going to open our eyes, and we're going to start the tapping. You can just repeat after me. It's pretty easy to just follow along. If this is your first time, you can just follow along, and it should make sense to you. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to get really comfortable. And I want you to close your eyes and just kind of roll your shoulders back a little bit, maybe roll your neck around, and just kind of sink into the chair or whatever surface you're sitting on. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths in. So inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Now I want you to just tap in and just notice how you're feeling, and we're going to focus on resentment. So maybe think of a situation where you felt some resentment. Maybe it happened recently, maybe it happened a long time ago. Just kind of think about something and really focus on how that made you feel and how much resentment you're still holding on to. So we're going to rate that on a scale from 1 to 10. So 1 being you're not really feeling any resentment at all, and 10 being you're feeling a lot of resentment. So just notice what your number is, and remember your number because we're going to rate it at the end so we can see what our number is at the end. And then I want you to check in with your body. How is your body feeling in this moment? Do you notice any tension, any tightness anywhere? any sort of pain. And just note that on a scale from 1 to 10 as well. And then once you're ready and you have your numbers, you can open your eyes and we're going to begin the tapping. Hey Robin, how's it going? Oh, you're doing your taxes, wow. All right, so we're going to begin the tapping. We're going to start with the setup statement on the karate chop point. So just repeat after me and just go along with the tapping points. So repeat after me. Even though I'm feeling so resentful right now, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I am feeling so resentful right now, I completely love and accept myself where I am. Even though I'm feeling so much resentment, I completely love and accept myself where I am right now. We're going to tap on the top of the head. Just follow along with the points and repeat after me. I'm feeling so resentful. I just can't believe what happened. I can't believe what this person did. Or maybe it was a situation. But it left me feeling so angry. They did this to me. It's all their fault. I am so angry. Just feeling all of this resentment. They deserve to be punished for what they did. They can't treat me that way. How dare they treat me that way? I feel like I'm right. And I'm so angry at this other person. How dare this happen? Who do they think they are? All of this resentment. I have to hold on to it. Because it's keeping me safe. Is that really true? Maybe it's not keeping me safe. Maybe it's actually hurting me. But I have a right to be angry. And they deserve it. Is that hurting me or hurting them? Maybe it's hurting me. Maybe I'm not happy. Maybe what they did wasn't right. but it doesn't mean I have to hold on to it. I can choose to let it go. I can choose to feel better. I choose to feel better. Even though what they did was wrong. I choose to let it go. And even though it still may hurt, I can choose to forgive, but not to forget. I can choose to still set boundaries. Setting boundaries is a loving act. I can let go of resentment and still set boundaries. I can feel better once I let go of this resentment. I don't have to always get it perfect. But choosing to let go frees me. I'm going to feel happier once I let go of this resentment. It's not really about them, it's about me. And I can set boundaries and still get my needs met. I can still be a nice person and set boundaries. I can choose to let go of the anger, but still set boundaries. Letting go is an act of love. I'm letting go of the resentment and choosing to be happy now. And take a deep breath in. And breathe out. And you can close your eyes. And we're going to check in with our number again. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how much resentment do you have now? 1 being you don't have any resentment anymore, and 10 being you're still experiencing a lot of resentment. So just check in with your number and just notice if it went down at all. And then check in with your body. How's your body feeling in this moment? Are you noticing any tension that's gone away? Any tightness? Are you feeling lighter in your body? And then once you have your numbers, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. So thank you guys so much. If you want to put your number, so what you were before and what you are now. So just remember, if your number only went down like 1 point or 2 points, don't get too discouraged. The thing about tapping is you can keep coming back to this tapping. Tapping is an ongoing process. I try to do a little bit every day so that it builds. Tapping really, if you go from a 10 to an 8, that's really great progress. The thing is you're feeling better. The thing is that you're starting to get some relief. And you're starting to let go of these patterns. It doesn't happen overnight. and it's an ongoing process. And sometimes it takes a little bit to be able to do these tapping meditations. Sometimes it takes a while for you to lower your number, but if you keep continuing doing it, you're gonna start feeling better. So I am actually offering EFT tapping sessions. So if you really enjoyed this and you want to go further, maybe you have a certain issue that you're dealing with in your life that you don't really know how to resolve. Maybe you have a specific MPI or something that is the most pressing thing in your life right now that you don't really know if there's a specific tapping meditation on it. If you want to go further in depth, I offer 30-minute sessions for $30. So I'm going to post the link after I finish the video if you are interested in that. I also am accepting new clients, so I'm going to post the link to my clarity session. If you are interested in learning how to be more assertive, to stand up for yourself, to say no to others so you can say yes to yourself, and to heal some codependent patterns, if you're interested in any of that, I'll post the link to my clarity session, and you can book a free clarity session where I explain all of the information about my packages and what that all entails. And then also, I made this announcement last time, and I'm not really sure a time frame of like when I'm going to be doing this, but I am going to be coming on here and doing a new thing. So I'm calling it Codependent Conversations. So what I want to do is I want to have a conversation with somebody. It's going to be kind of an interview style, and we're going to pick a topic every time that has to deal with narcissistic abuse. So we're going to come up with a topic. It's called Codependent Conversations, and we're going to just like kind of talk about it in the beginning, and then I want to do an EFT tapping at the end. So keep an eye out for that. I can't give you a time frame yet, but it's in the works right now. So just look out for that. Thank you guys so much. I really hope that you enjoyed this, and just let me know if you want to book a session with me. All right, thank you guys so much. Love and light.